The Crown Victoria, hands down one of the safest cars ever built in the last century. And yet, now that many of these cars are pushing double digits as far as age goes, this one deadly flaw has been popping up more and more frequently.
Now, unlike many of the other common flaws that plague these cars, like the ticking time bomb transmissions or even the leaky intake manifolds, this flaw can actually get you killed. And that, ladies and gentlemen, has to do with your steering shaft.
Specifically, the upper intermediate shaft and the steering wheel column lower bearing. As far as the intermediate shaft goes, it seems that severe corrosion can seize it, which may cause the upper intermediate shaft to collapse, at which point causing the whole damn steering column lower bearing to separate.
Ford still actually does have an active recall on the steering shaft, which usually involves installing a plastic retainer clip to secure the unit. Yes, you heard me right, a plastic clip.
And sure, these blue plastic clips solve the problem, but like what happened with my case, the recall had been done almost 10 years ago.
And guess what? The retainer clip snapped when I was in the middle of doing a U-turn in a super busy intersection. My steering wheel went completely limp, literally just turning in circles like one of those toys, those like pirate ship steering wheels that you used to play with at the playground. Literally just nothing, no feedback, no response, just going in circles. Luckily, I was able to use the car's turning momentum, whatever direction I was going, and I kind of eased the car onto the shoulder of the road, literally as an entire herd of traffic was coming at me 60, 70 miles an hour. Now, another steering related issue that your Panther car might actually develop is a failure of the bearings between your steering wheel and your steering shaft. And this is what it looks like.
Now, 3 signs that your steering shaft is failing you are delayed return of the steering wheel to quote-unquote center, meaning when you're making a wide turn, your steering wheel is slow in going back to center.
This is the play that it has on the steering wheel. And it has play. It has this play on it. But this is the play that the steering wheel has.
Next is a what I like to call skatey or floaty steering wheel. It kind of feels like the car is literally on ice, usually more noticeable when changing lanes at a high rate of speed.
So I got another little bonus failure point for you guys, but for that we actually got to go under the hood. And that would be the steering shaft knuckle located inside the engine bay. You're going to want to check for extensive corrosion, which could actually lead to catastrophic failure of the unit.
It seems like the older these cars get, the more and more these steering shaft problems are starting to rear its ugly head. And fortunately, or I should say unfortunately for you guys, I had both problems. And one of them nearly got me killed. So hopefully today, after watching this video, some of you might recognize if you're having some of the same issues I mentioned, and we can potentially avert a catastrophic failure in the near future. So with that being said, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.